Oftentimes, individuals talk about everything to everybody, but there's the one thing they forget to do. I have a question to ask you today. What do you do when trouble arises? What do you do when circumstances and situations are seemingly beyond your control? What do you do when life falls apart? As it has happened to each and every one of us, including myself. I'm Tyrone Bowman. This is Tyrone Bowman Tonight. The topic of discussion, have you prayed about it? Now, this is the introduction and part one, probably, of a three-part teaching series regarding this particular matter. I've talked about prayer before, but I want to talk about it from a different perspective. Some of it will be biblical, some of it will be inspirational and motivational, some of it will even be intellectual, and some of it will be scriptural. It's vitally important that in order to achieve health, happiness, success, prosperity, love, joy, and money in this life and in this world, there's a way that we should go about doing things. And oftentimes I've found out that most individuals, they do things the wrong way. Pardon me while I fix my tie. They do things the wrong way, and subsequently, they're not working out. Can I tell you what prayer is not? Prayer is not religion. Prayer is not a denomination. Prayer is not even a natural aspect of human life. Prayer is spiritual. Why do you say that, Tyrone? Well, it's simple. Let me put it to you this way. In order to succeed in life, no one gets there without not having a spiritual connector. I'll say that again. When it comes to succeeding in this life, no one gets there without not having a spiritual connector. Who and what are you connected to? That is the question. Who and what are you connected to? And you're going to find out that during the course of this inspirational, motivational teaching that I'm starting today, that prayer plays a significant role in everything that we say and in everything that we do. One of the main reasons why, and I think I'm just going to talk extemporaneously in part two of the lesson, then I'll go into more detail, but this is just extemporaneous talk. I'm looking right into the camera, no notes, nothing. And I depend upon divine inspiration now to talk. Too many individuals are going through life, they're giving up, they're tired, they're weary, they're throwing in the towel, they're quitting. Why? Because they don't know what to do. They think that if they're deeply religious, that it's going to work. Religion has nothing to do with prayer. Prayer is a state of mind. Prayer is a thought. Prayer is spiritual. Yes, those three are three powerful statements. One, you have to get it made up in your mind what you desire to be, to do, and to have. Health, happiness, success, prosperity, love, joy, money, longevity, friendship in all walks of life, good homes. All these things center around prayer. In this technological, modernized, ever-changing, innovative world of technology, never forget, technology is never going to solve the problems of humanity. Why? Because the heart or the inner part of individuals must change, be reformed, and in some instances, conformed. And you'll find out that in this motivational, inspirational teaching, have you prayed about it? I'm going to give you examples of what prayer is and what prayer is not. And you'll also find out, and I told you before, I use the Bible and other transliterated aspects of sacred writings as a basis to abstract and pull out things that are apropos and that are good that we need to have. Understand this: who you are praying to makes a difference in your life. Who you're praying to makes a difference in your life. The world of spirituality is neither Baptist, Methodist, Protestant, Catholic, Islamic, etc. It's not Judaism. It's not even Messianicism. The world of prayer is spiritual in every aspect because there is a divine deity who hears and who answers prayer. The late Napoleon Hill described in many of his teachings and writings infinite intelligence. And I oftentimes wondered, why did he use that term, infinite intelligence? And in one of his books, he stated because there were so many religions in the world, and so many people believe so many different things. In an effort not to offend anyone, he coined the term infinite intelligence. Well, I'm going beyond infinite intelligence. Our divine creator is divine, a self-existing divine being who gave us the privilege to come to this world through a gift called life. What you and I do with what's been given to us will determine how our lives are going to be. Have you prayed about your circumstances in earnest? Have you prayed about that problem? Have you prayed about that situation? Have you earnestly prayed about how to become a better you? Have you prayed regarding that irksome neighbor that you have to live with and interact with on a daily basis? Did you consult the divine deity before you went on that interview, before you purchased that home, before you decided to make major decisions with your life? Oftentimes we fail to do the things that we know to do. Have you prayed about your next major decision that you're going to make in this world before you make it? Don't ever go through life thinking that your intelligence or your IQ is what's going to get you to where you are. Listen up, college graduates. College degrees do not get jobs. Resumes don't get jobs. Networking in itself does not get you what you need unless you have a divine source, a divine power, a divine entity that you are spiritually connected to. Don't be too proud to pray. Don't be so narcissistic to think you can go through this life and thinking that the materialistic world is all that you need, that you don't need anything, anyone, or anybody. At some point in time, during the course of your life, you're going to have to pray. So since it's going to take place anyway, might as well learn and know how to do it so that you receive manifested results. What you say is what you're going to have. What you speak into your aura, into your atmosphere, into your world is what will take place. Life and death, the scripture says. Life and death, the Holy Writ says, are in the power of the tongue. What are you speaking when you're praying? In the next lesson, I will go into great detail what prayer is and what prayer is not. Would you kindly like this teaching? Would you kindly subscribe to the Tyrone Bowman Tonight YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Do you have a prophetic call in your life? If so, the Higher Dimension School for the Prophets wants to hear from you at www.schoolfortheprophets.com. That's www.schoolfortheprophets.com. Until next time, never surrender, never quit.